Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 212A. It's the Tier 9 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the east spawn of Airfield, and it's under the command of Oxagon of ENJ0Y. And yes, those are 3 marks of excellence on the barrel of a 203mm howitzer. Game on! Well, Oxagon's headed to the south. Not every game starts with this, but a lot of players do tend to go to positions that they enjoy and they know they can get good results from. Ever since they changed around the way that the mountains lie in the centre of the map, it's actually made a lot of players think about other ways or other places they can go to. But Oxagon's decided to stay here. And there's good reason for doing so, because you can hit some of the tanks in the south and in the north and get good damage on them. Well, Ghanaian X1390's turned up next to this rock, which could be bad news for him, because rounds out. Well, I think the 1390 more than likely took some damage there. We can't tell how much though, because he's not spotted. But these howitzers are capable of doing 900 alpha, penetrating 52mm of armor, and got a 10.4 meters burst radius with a stun duration 12.5 to 28 seconds. Standard reload 37.39 seconds, and our reload is 20.06. The next round goes out and splashes an FP4202. It's a tier 10 game with tier 8 tanks in it. Okay, we're spotting some enemy tanks, including a Noobs down in the south, but only one UDAS so far. Now, one of the good things about this Arty is the fact that it's an enclosed Arty. Oh, well, unfortunately, the shell went straight past the UDAS and exploded well behind him. But I think that's mainly down to the fact that Oxagon anticipated the UDAS would pull back fairly sharply after he saw the T69, and then he would just go directly into the shell. Okay, wait for it, almost ready. Loaded, rounds out straight away. Direct hit! And a penetrating shot, but only a low roll of 886. But even a penetrating shot of 886 is huge. And that Leopard's going in for a kill. He can sense it, and he gets it. He rolls the guy off the cliff. I'm not sure if he actually gets the kill for that one. I think he does, actually, because he caused that guy to die in a crash. Okay, well, we're loaded again. This time round, there's a Barask on that corner. Rounds out, looks good. Oh, yes! Another penetrating shot. This time it's a high roll for 1002. That Barask at this moment is really fuming. I expect he's been saying a few choice words about Arty, but he fell for it. He went backwards and he had to pay the price. Okay, we think the 1390 is on that spot, but he's not going to take a chance. He's going to wait and see if he can get a certain shot on someone else. Yes, the problem for players like that Barask is that they thought that they were clear to pull back suddenly if they needed to. What they didn't anticipate is somebody watched their path, and that when they pulled back, he was anticipating, and Oxagon laid the shell directly in his path and knew that he was going to get something. And I think he's just got something else there from a 7032 122. And the enemy Arty's just come into sight as well, a 212A. In fact, the enemy is starting to hemorrhage tanks. They're down by 7. Okay, we've got a grill of 15. That's a good target because, of course, they have very little armor. And in fact, they're just one big Waffenträger. Rounds out. Well, it was a long flight time, but he did get something, 326, and he got stun assist as well. This game is going to be over very, very shortly at this rate. They're now down by 9. We've got a 7032 up there hiding in the corner. And now we've got the AMX 1390s come back. Was it a 1390? It's a 13105 actually. And now there's 2 tanks hiding in that corner, and they might be about to get a hit. Oh! What a shot! Centurion Action 10 goes down, and he stunned the 7032 at the same time. That was a brilliant shot because it gave him double bubble. Now the 13105's just turned up behind the 703, and if he's got 3 shells, he's about to use them and kill that guy off. We're loaded. Rounds out. Here comes another one. And that's a kill shot. And another kill. And that's the end of the game. Here's the end of battle stats. And that was the first class tanker for Oxagon and ENJ0Y in the 212A. I guess the only reason it wasn't an ace tanker is he just didn't get enough chances to take on the enemy. It was a very quick battle, only about I think it was under 6 minutes, 5 minutes or so, and therefore he just couldn't get enough shots in to make that an ace, but he came very close. If we look at the, we can see that he also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he ended up with 11. And his win rate from the game was 4,139, which is super unicum and a bit more. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, the highest damage in that game turned out to be from the AMX13105 on our team with 3,839 hit points. Second highest damage was Oxagon with 3,367. And the third highest damage was that Leopard 1, the one who did a ram kill on the enemy and knocked him off the cliff there, the Udas, that is. He got 3,070 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, we can see the highest number was the AMX13105 on our team, but the AMX13105 on the enemy team also got 3 kills, and 2 kills went to Oxagon, to the Leopard 1, to the CS52 list, and the T30 on Oxagon's team. And when it came to base XP, we can see that the top scorer was the AMX13105. He was the only player to get over 1,000 base. He got 1,056. And then second place was Oxagon with 935, followed by the CS52 list with 848. I think you can see that Oxagon was actually playing with Goga 1483 in the T30 in that game as his platoon mate. Now, he fired 9 rounds, only 9, but he still managed to get a first-class tanker. 4 direct hits on the enemy, 3 of them were penetrating shots, and 6 splash. Well, we know 2 of the penetrations. One was the Udas, the other one was the Barask, and I think the third one probably was one of the tanks he hit right at the end of the game, because he did hit some big hits in there. It wasn't the Centurion, it was in fact the 7032, the one he killed, the last shot of the game. It went straight through the 7032. I guess the computer said, well, we've got to end this game now, and we'll make that the next pen. But certainly was very effective that he did get all those pens in the game. He did get 3,367, all of it at more than 300 meters, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 2, and did 1,037 hit points of stun assist off 7 stuns. So I guess the fact that it was a 7 and 2 denied him the Confederate. If he'd actually not killed that 7032, I think he would have had a medal. So it was purely the fact that he took the medal which actually denied him, that took the kill rubber, that denied him a medal. He also got 1,037 hit points of stun assist of 7 stuns. If that had only been a little more, I think that would have been an ace tanker as well. On a premium count, he earned 8,338 credits in the game, and he also took away 7,014 experience points after completing a mission as well. So there you go, a really good game by Oxagon, showing that the South is still powerful, but you do have to keep your eye on the enemy just to see that they're not making an advance in the South, because if they do, then you might need to change position. Okay, sorry that there wasn't any videos earlier today. It was down to the fact purely that I was very unwell earlier in the day, and I was trying to recover from that. Finally recovered at the end of the day enough to get a couple of replays in, which I'll upload overnight. So hopefully you'll have something for tomorrow on Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed this replay. If you did, please give it a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.